Hello everybody, in today's video I'll be doing a review on this awesome looking 12-piece burr. Now this one's called Camel Ride, and it's called Camel Ride because there's actually a wooden camel on the inside. I can't show you it now obviously because it's in there, and you have to try to get it out and obviously disassemble the rest of the pieces as well. So it's sort of another theme puzzle which I really like. And he's got another one too, like it's called Snake or something, where there's a snake in there and you have to get that out. So I'm really interested to see how this one works. This, like I said, it's called Camel Ride. This is from the Puzzle Leisure Facebook page that's linked in the description, designed and built for me by Stefan Bomeger. He designs really good stuff. I've got lots of his stuff already. I gotta say this puzzle is very, very light. It is made out of pure cherry wood, and I guess cherry wood is really light because I have to say this is a very, very light puzzle. And this is a level 16.8.9, so 16 for the first piece, and then 8 for the second, 9 for the third. So I see some moves already. Now, I believe, if I'm correct, that the camel was supposed to move already on the second move, I think. Yeah, so I just looked. It turns out that it says on his Facebook page, the camel has to move 11 times during its disassembly, and already the second move must be done by the camel. So the second move must be the camel. So this would be one move. I don't know. Sometimes that's considered one move turning two at once. I'm not sure. But you can see the camel in there, right? You can see it right there. Now if I move this, it doesn't move the camel. So I don't think that's my second move. It might be here, but it also says that the it's a little tricky. It looks easy, but it isn't, it says. And I can see that already, that it doesn't. Can this one move? And then either of these? It looks like it wants to split in half right here, but wow, I'm getting nowhere. Move, camel. Move, I say. Alright, so obviously I'm not going to get anywhere. You guys are getting bored watching that. So I'll come back when I've got some moves out. I'm guessing that I'll come back when I've got the first piece out, because there's still quite a bit to do after that. So, and then maybe you can see the camel. So I'll see you in a little bit. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got the first and second piece out, and they came out together. Now the third piece is going to be another 8 or 9 moves, and then the fourth piece after that is another 8 or 9 moves. I forget, it's 8 or 9, I forget. Anyways, the pieces look really, really cool. I can see in there, I can kind of see what some of the pieces look like now. This piece here is really interesting. I mean, that's a pretty complicated piece. And then this one here obviously has his signature and stamp there. Now, as you know, this is Camel Ride, which means I said that there is a wooden camel in there, and you can see it. It's the dark brown piece on the inside here, and it's hard to see right now, but I can't wait to show you guys what the camel actually looks like. But that piece up top there is the hump of the camel, and these are his legs, and then his face is closer to over here. Anyways, it was really, really fun to get these out, and now I'm going to try to get the third piece out, and then I'll come back and show you that when it's done. Okay guys, so I got the third piece out, and I have to say that I'm a little disappointed in myself on this one, because I really wanted to get through this entire puzzle without asking for a hint from anybody. Now, to get the first two pieces out, it was quite a lot of moves. Now the second piece was only 8 more after that, and I spent 5 or 6 hours, whereas the first one was only about an hour, the first two. Now what was really tricky is the camel moves, because sometimes the camel actually moves by itself without the other pieces. I was under the impression, for the most part, especially before I got this, that the camel would only move when you move one of the pieces. Like if you go like this, it would move with it. Now it does do that sometimes, but other times the camel moves in a really tricky way to get the next piece out. So I did end up asking for a hint, and I'm a little bit disappointed in myself because I really wanted to get through a bigger burr like this without asking for a hint. But maybe next time, hopefully. I mean, I am still a beginner with these things, so I'm not kicking myself in the butt too hard. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and disassemble the entire thing, because the next one is only 9 moves, and then, well, hopefully I can do it. But the next one's only 9 moves, and then I'm pretty sure it all comes apart after that because it's only listed until that. So anyways, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've got the entire thing taken apart and I've removed 2 pieces to protect the design. But here's the camel. This is what I wanted to show you guys. So you can see how it really looks like a camel. And he's even, I think it's either drawn or burnt on. I think it's burnt on. There's his eyes and a little smile and a nose. And so that's actually pretty cool. I personally requested a darker camel, a wenge camel with the cherry wood, because that way I could see it on the inside more, and also it just kind of looks cool. I really like the wenge or the wang wood. But as far as the pieces go, you can see some really interesting pieces like these. They have hooks, right? So they can really like hook into pieces like this. It confused me at first until I really realized that seeing the hooks in the pieces really made me see what pieces aren't going to come out because they're really locked in. So it made it pretty easy to figure out which one was going to come out. So anyways, I am going to go and put this thing back together with burr tools, and then I'll come and give you guys my conclusion. Alright, so as you can see, I've got this thing back together, and you know what? I actually kind of redeemed myself, I think, about having to use a hint, because after the first 4 pieces went in, I remembered how to put it back together. I think maybe because I spent so much time taking that 3rd piece out and analyzing the pieces and what they do. And now I'm starting to see what my friend Aaron is saying, that once you analyze the pieces and you kind of see what they do, and you take the time to really study the puzzle, then you can put it back together. And so the first 4 pieces, or 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 pieces, once those were together, it kind of creates like this interlocking thing, and then the camel goes in that. And then you can, you know, build around it. Anyway, super fun puzzle. The camel is poking his nose out there, as you can see. I highly recommend this. I forget how much it was. I think it was around 60 euros or something. I forget. So I'm leaving a link in the description to Puzzle Leisure. Go ahead and like his page if you would like, and you can also buy its products through there as well. So I highly recommend this puzzle. It's called Camel Ride. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on my next video.